Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I am currently sick right now, so I wanted to share with you guys how I make albondiga soup. I know everybody has their different ways. I'm very kind of plain on mine, but so I'm gonna be using some garlic salt, seasoned salt, chicken broth, 2 eggs, garlic powder, some chicken bouillon, and obviously our ground beef. So I'm going to show you guys right now what I have so far is on the stove. I'm going to turn you guys over. So don't mind the stove, it's a little messy. Okay, so on this pot, this is where I'm gonna make the soup of the albóndigas. So I used about maybe 4 cups of the chicken broth, and then I used 3 water bottles. Okay, because I don't use sink water. And then on this other pot, I don't know if you guys can see it. So I'm waiting for this to boil, obviously. So on this other pot right here, I have stew meat that I'm going to also add to it. So I'm cooking it separately. I don't know if you guys can see it. Just because, you know, like how it, you know, all that stuff that when you're cooking the meat, all that black stuff comes out of it. I don't know. I just don't like that. But anyways, and then on this other one, I have some tomatoes and onions boiling with 2 cups of chicken broth and 2 cups of water. And then once this is done, we're going to blend them and make the tomato sauce also for the albóndigas. So I'm gonna show you guys first. Turn you back around. To do our albóndigas. So my hands are clean already, and we are gonna go ahead and use this bowl. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry. Okay. And let me go ahead and first crack my eggs because we don't want any shells. I'm not gonna put rice in my on my albóndigas because I'm gonna cook the rice separate to add it inside of the soup. So I think it's more better that way. Wash my hands again. Oh, then we're gonna also add. I'm gonna also add some celery and some sweet corn to it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and start. So, let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna add our ground beef. So we're gonna go ahead and start adding flavor to it. So our seasonings, which is garlic salt. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix this up a little bit. Everybody does their own ways of doing their, you know, albóndigas. I do mine's different too. So we all have different ways of doing it. That. I'm gonna add some seasoned salt. Okay. Just a little bit. I want to make sure that they're flavorful, but you know the chicken broth is also like has salt to it, and our garlic salt. just like so. I think that should be enough. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this really quick, and then we're going to add the eggs. So I'm gonna add one by one los huevos, one, and then mix. Mix it well. And then we're gonna add the other one. Okay, and then mix, mix, mix. So we're gonna go ahead and mix it really good, okay? Hi guys. Okay, so now I went ahead and added my stew meat. I washed it, rinsed it really good, and I added it to my the chicken broth here. And I have 2 bay leaves inside as well. So we're gonna let this cook a little longer, make sure that the meat gets more softer. And then right now what we're gonna start doing is, oh, and let me show you right now too. I'm gonna turn you back around. Okay, so I already have my tomatoes and onions, and I have the water that I cooked it in, which is the 2 cups of chicken broth and the 2 cups of water in my blender, and I'm gonna blend it, and then we're gonna add it to the stew with the stew meat right now that I have on the stove. But I'm gonna let it sit for a little while because it's still kind of hot. And in the meantime, my hands are clean. I'm gonna go ahead and start making. Here's how my ground meat looks like. So I add a little bit more like oregano and some parsley, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start making the meatballs, like, you know. So anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna show you really quick, and then, you know, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna probably use like this size of the scoop so they can all be even. And just go ahead and roll it up. And then I'm gonna also clean some rice, because I'm gonna make rice on the side. And then there you go. So I'm gonna keep making these. I'm gonna put these on the side as well. Oops. I'm gonna try to make them the same size. And then I'm gonna be rolling these up. They don't have to be all that fancy, but anyways, I'm like, anyways, yeah, we'll see how much comes out of these. So I'm gonna roll them up, and then I'll show you guys the next steps right now. Okay guys, so I finished doing the rolling them up. I don't know if you guys can see it. Here they are. I'm gonna put them to the side for now, and we are gonna start with the sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and puree it, and go from there. All right, you guys, so I already have my sauces are blended and everything. I'm straining it. I'm gonna strain it. It's not as red as I wanted it to be, but it's okay. It still smells delicious. So I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna add it to the I'm gonna finish straining the rest of it, and then we're gonna go ahead and add the other ingredients, okay? Okay, you guys, so I already did that. I am going to go ahead and do my rice. I already washed it and it's nice and drained. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my pot. Go ahead and do that. And then at the same time, we are gonna add our meatballs. So, I have a mess here, you guys. Let me go ahead and do this really quick. So I have my rice cooking. I'm gonna do my meatballs. And then I'm gonna also add, you guys, about, well, a cup of celery. So go ahead and add that now. Okay, let's go ahead and check our rice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start adding water to my rice right now. So let me get some water. I need some water. That's 1 bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 or 1.5. We'll see right now. I think that should be good. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. Okay. Add some salt to my rice. I don't know if you guys can see that. Salt. About that much. And I also add chicken bouillon to my rice. So I do like a little bit of like a not a handful, but just a little bit. That's about it. Let's mix it. Oh, I used the wrong. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna let the rice boil and then lower the heat on it to low, and then we're going to start adding our meatballs into our soupy. So first, let me taste it to see if it has any. I put flavor on it, but let me see. Ooh, that tastes good. The celery made it more. I'm gonna put a little bit of chicken bouillon. It needs a little bit of salt. Go ahead, let's give that a mix. I'm gonna wash my spoon. Spoon is washed. Let's see. Oh, that tastes good. That tastes really good. So let's go ahead and start adding our meatballs. just gonna do it one by one. So I'm gonna go ahead and add them, and then we're gonna let it sit for like about 5 minutes, the meatballs, and then we're gonna add our corn, because corn takes a little while to cook, and then I'll show you guys the finishing. All right, you guys, so I don't know if you can see, but my rice is boiling. So we're gonna go ahead and lower the heat, cover it for about 15-20 minutes. I went ahead and added the meatballs already. I'm gonna let them cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the corn, and we're gonna let that cook, the corn, and then we're gonna go ahead and add the last ingredient, which is the potatoes. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the corn. I'm not gonna put too much corn because it's not really a lot of people in my home. I'm gonna do 2, but I'm gonna cut them in halves. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop them in there. And then once the corn is about to, you know, get ready or whatever, we're gonna go ahead and add the potatoes. And we're gonna go from there. All right, you guys, our albondiga soup is already done. We are gonna go ahead and serve some. I'm gonna get my rice. I made some rice, still nice and hot. I'm gonna go ahead and use this cute bowl. So let's go ahead and add some rice in the bottom of our bowl. Just like so, and we'll go ahead and add some of our soup, our albondigas and steak, or stew meat soup, not steak. Oh, that looks so good, you guys. There we go. And this adds some of the stew meat that's in the bottom. And here you guys have it. I'm gonna turn you guys over. It might be plain, but it smells so good, you guys. Look at that. We're gonna taste it. Look at our albondigas. Let's go ahead and cut it open. Let's see the inside. Oh, look at that, you guys. Perfect. Let's go ahead and give it a little taste. It's like super hot. Super hot. All right, here I go. First taste. Oh my God, you guys. It came out so good, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching my video, and I hope that you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.